Welcome to this video. In this video, I'm going to look at supplementary angles. So in this video, I'm going to bring out the property of supplementary angles, and I'm also going to share with you the property of angles on a straight line. Then later on, I'm also going to share with you the properties of interior angles of a triangle. So watch this video up to the end as I'm going to share with you these properties. I've brought all these three properties in the same video because I do believe that even if they can have the statement are a bit different, but they are all related to one concept, so that's why I've brought them all at once. Okay, so if you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel, we invite you to subscribe to our YouTube channel. And if you find this video helpful, remember to like it and also share with your friends. With that being said, let's get into today's presentation. So like I said earlier on, I'm going to look at supplementary angles. So what are supplementary angles? So supplementary angles are angles that add up to 180 degrees. Supplementary angles, these are angles that add up to 180 degrees. So it doesn't matter how many angles they are. What is important is that when you add all those angles, they give you 180 degrees. Okay, then if they can do that, that means all the angles that you are looking at are supplementary angles. Okay, so this property is used when you are calculating angles. So let me show you how you use this property to find the angles. So here are the two questions with the one instruction, which is calculate the supplements of the following of the given angles. Calculate the supplements of the given angles. So here we need to find one angle. So one angle is given. So when they say supplement, what that means, they want us to find an angle that we can add with a different angle in order to get 180 degrees. So on question 1 we have got 75 degrees, and on question 2 I've got 125 degrees. So we need to find in question 1 the supplement of 75 degrees. Okay, so we need to find a number or the angle that we can add to 75 degrees in order to get 180 degrees. 180 degrees. Okay, so to do that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to come up with a simple equation or expression, which is going to be 75 plus a is equal to 180 degrees. So meaning a stands for the angle we don't know. So a is standing for a known angle, and the known angle is 75 degrees. Now we are saying when you add 75 to a known angle should give us 180 degrees. Okay, once I've come up with this equation or expression, what the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put like terms together. Now, as you can see, 75 degrees cannot be added to a because they are not like terms. That means I'm going to put like terms together. That will give us a is equal to 180 degrees. Then 75 degrees will close the equal sign and come to the other side, to the right side where there is 180. So that means since it has closed the equal sign, it will become a negative, so it will be minus 75 degrees. Now that way I've put the right terms together. Therefore I'm going to subtract 75 degrees from 180 degrees. So I'm going to write a is equal to, before I subtract, then I'm going to say 180 degrees minus 75 degrees will give us 105 degrees. So 105 degrees is a supplement of 75 degrees. Okay, so 105 degrees is a supplement of 75 degrees. Okay, now let's go to question number 2. Question number 2 is we find the supplement of 125 degrees. 125 degrees. So what we're going to do is we're going to come up with a certain expression or equation that will help us to find the the supplement of 125. Now remember, we want to find a number or a degree that we can, the angle that we can add to 125 degrees in order to get 180 degrees. Okay, so to do that, we're going to come up with an expression like we did earlier on. So we're going to say 125 degrees plus A is equal to 180 degrees. So as usual, A is standing for a known angle. So what we're going to do now, we're going to put like terms together like we did. Okay, then we're going to say when we do that, we are going to have A is equal to 180 degrees, 180 degrees minus 125 degrees. Okay, A is equal to 180 degrees minus 125 degrees. Why? 125 has crossed the equal sign, that's why it has become a negative. So now we're going to write A is equal to, when we subtract 185, when we subtract 125 from 180, it's going to give us 55 degrees. So 55 degrees is a supplement of 125. Okay, so basically this is how you find the supplement of a given angle. Okay, now let's look at this question, which is question 3, and the question is this one. Okay, so the question is find the value of A. So as you can see A there, then we are going to find the value of A. What property are we going to use? Okay, it's related to supplementary, to a law of, to the property of supplementary angles, but this one is angles on a straight line add up to 180 degrees. Angles on a straight line add up to 180 degrees. Okay, so now for us to write the expression here, we need also to do just like we did. That's why I brought these topics at the same time, these properties at the same time, because they are just similar. They can state the statement is different, but what we do is just the same. Okay, so angles on a straight line add up to 180 degrees. Now as you can see there are two angles on a straight line. There is the angle which is 48 degrees, and there is also the angle which is A there. So let me just zoom in a bit. Okay, so now that is, now you can see clearly that is A, and we have got 48 degrees there. Okay, so we need to come up with an expression that is going to help us to find the value of A. Now remember, angles on a straight line add up to 180 degrees. So A plus 48 degrees should give us 180 degrees. Okay, so I'm going to write 48 degrees plus A is equal to 180 degrees. So the two angles there, angle A and 48 degrees, when you add them, they should give us 180 degrees. Okay, once I've done that, then the next thing I'm going to do, as usual, I'm going to put like terms together like this. So A is going to be, A is equal to 180 degrees minus 48 degrees, which will give us, when you subtract that, it should give us 132. So which is going to be A is equal to 132 degrees. Okay, so that is the property we're going to use. Okay, now let's come to question 4. Okay, question 4 is find the value of X, Y, and W in this diagram. Okay, so this is the diagram we have. They're asking us to find the value of X, Y, and W. Okay, so we need to find the value of X, Y, and W. So when we look at this shape or this diagram, you need to identify where you can start from. Okay, so you can see X and Y there, then there's also W. Now you cannot start on W. You can either start on X or Y, because that's where it's possible for you to find an answer. So you can't start with W. Okay, I'm going to demarcate a line here. Now before I solve, I urge you viewers to pause the video so that you can try to solve this one. Try to find the answers. Pause the video and find the answers. Okay, I'll take it that viewers, you paused the video and you attempted to find the value of x, y, and w. Okay, let me show you how you can find the value of x, y, and w. So what you need to do is first, you need to find the property that you're going to use. So I'm going to start at x. So I'm going to use the property of angles on a straight line add up to 180 degrees. So I'm going to use the property of angles on a straight line add up to 180 degrees. So angles on a straight line add up to 180 degrees. Okay, so here what it means is when I add 105 degrees to x, it should give us 180 degrees. Okay, so that means I'm going to come up with an expression which is x plus 105 degrees is equal to 180 degrees. So x plus 105 degrees is equal to 180 degrees. Okay, once I've done that, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put like terms together, like just so the way we are doing. Then it's going to be x is equal to 180 minus 105 degrees, which will give us x is equal to, so when you subtract 105 degrees from 180 degrees, it will give us 75 degrees. Okay, it's going to give us 75 degrees. Then I can come now, that is the answer. So the value of x in this diagram is 75 degrees. Then I can come to y now. Okay, so I want to find y. So again, at y, to find the value of y, I'm going to use the same property, which is angles on a straight line add up to 180 degrees. So that means I'm just going to write y is equal to, then I'm going to add y, I'm going to write y plus 135 degrees is equal to 180 degrees. Then I'm going to put like terms together, which is going to give me y is equal to 180 degrees minus 135 degrees. 180 degrees minus 135 degrees, and then when we subtract that, it's going to give us 45 degrees. So I'm going to write y is equal to 180 degrees minus 135 degrees will give us 45 degrees. Okay, so the value of y in that diagram is 45 degrees. Okay, now once I've done that, then the next step I'm going to do is to find the value of w. Now it's very possible that we can find the value of w because we have found two interior angles of this triangle. I hope we have noted that ABC is a triangle. Now since we have found the values the values of angle x and y, the values of angle x and y, then it's possible for us to find the value of w. Okay, now what property are we going to use to find the value of angle w? Okay, the property we're going to use is all interior angles of a triangle add up to 180 degrees. So you can even say the interior angles of a triangle add up to 180 degrees, or you can still say three interior angles of a triangle add up to 180 degrees. Three interior angles of a triangle add up to 180 degrees. Okay, once we've done that, then the next thing we're going to do is now we're going to come up with an expression which is going to be x plus y plus w is equal to 180 degrees. So x plus y plus w is equal to 180 degrees. Why? Because we are told that interior angles of a triangle add up to 180 degrees. So a triangle has got three interior angles, which are x, y, and w on that diagram. But all triangles, they have got three interior angles. On our diagram, the three interior angles for this triangle on our diagram is x, y, and w. So we are adding these three angles for us to get 180, because that is the sum of all interior angles of a triangle. Okay, so now we have come up with an expression which is x plus y plus w. Now what is the value of x? The value of x, we have found that is 75 degrees, so we're going to write 75 degrees, which will be added to the value of y, which we have found, the value of y we have found is 45 degrees. Then what is the value of w? So the value of w I haven't found yet, and it's a value we want to find, so we're going to write plus w, which will give us 180 degrees. Okay, so I'm going to add first 75 plus 45 will give us 120 degrees, which will be added to w, which will give us 180 degrees. Now at this stage, I'm going to put like terms together. Okay, as you can see, 120 degrees plus w, they cannot be added, so that means I'm going to put like terms together. That means 120 degrees will close the equal sign and go to the other side where there is 180 degrees. So I'm going to write w is equal to 180 minus, since the 120 degrees will close the equal sign, it was going to become minus, so it will be minus 120 degrees. So w is equal to 180 degrees minus 120 degrees, which is going to be w is equal to 180 minus 120, which is going to be 60 degrees. Okay, it's going to be 60 degrees. So 60 degrees will be the value of w. So now we have found the values of w, x, and y successfully. Very well. If you did like the way I've done, that means you are going to get the correct answer. Okay, so the value of w is 60 degrees in that triangle. So when you combine 75, 45, and 60 degrees, they should give you 180 degrees, because that is the sum of the interior angle of the triangle. If you have got questions, you can ask in the comment section. Otherwise, this is what I wanted to share with you, and this is very important. You need to know this, because these concepts I've talked about, these are the concepts you're going to use in polygons as well as in bearings. So you need to understand these concepts very well. Otherwise, thank you so much for watching. It has been easy learning Z Mathematics. The future is bright. See you in the next video, and God bless.